Welcome back, everyone. Today we're reading some more trans Tumblr posts because I want to. Hi. Hey. We have a lot of common interests. Yes, but we'll never once mention them. No, we'll just call each other cute and valid. Ooh, okay then. Good girl. Head pats. Concept. Trans girl becomes a superhero and people get mad about it because she has an unfair biological advantage. And she's confused because every superhero has one of those. There are only 3 genders, and it's blood, guts, and gore. My gender is fluid, and it's getting all over the place. Not only are trans women real women, they're the realest women. They put in the work, pull themselves up by their bootstraps. These girls are just born with it. Nepo ladies. I'm gonna stick this on my wall if you don't mind me. I don't know if I told this story here, but cis people knowing literally nothing about transitioning is insane. One time, I was talking to my friend, she's a total sweetheart, and I'm not talking garbage about her, but she legitimately didn't know that estrogen did anything to change her body. She was shocked when I told her it literally changes her physiology. She didn't know about fat redistribution or anything. And I was like, girl, I have boobs. And she goes, oh, well, I don't want to be offensive, but I just thought you used to be fat and it just happened to work out well. Like, huh? And then I realized 99.99999% of people are the same way. Allies and bigots alike. Nobody's working to understand. They're just taking stances. My sister-in-law thought my pecker was going to fall off. Fall off? Trans woman. I was a bad boy. So bad at being a boy that I became a woman. Gender fluid person. Not me. I was so good at being a boy, I decided to branch out into other genders. Turns out I'm great at those too. Ba-doom-ching. Useful on portraying trans women. Shaving is a widely available method by which facial hair can be removed, which in many cultures is not only something people with facial hair can get away with, but actually broadly accepted. For this reason, it's commonly done even by closeted trans women. To all the boys that hope reincarnation exists so they can try life as a girl, you know you can just be a girl, right? In this life? Why do you always wear flannel? IRL, I always wear flannel. I wear flannel because I cannot bind. Strong patterns show off depth perception, so I wear it so I look more flat. Also, it hides curves. So you're a World War I ship with dazzling camouflage? They used to paint ships in zigzag to break up the silhouette of the ship. That is the best response that his friend could have responded with. I'm noting this, by the way, as an option. Because that can be really useful, actually. Kids identify with something and it ends up being a phase. Good. Stop teaching and expecting kids, and adults honestly, to formulate permanent traits and ideas of themselves. Everything in life is a phase. That doesn't make it any less legitimate while you experience it. Let people explore themselves and know it's okay if what you think about yourself changes. There's no permanent state of self. Expecting that makes people fearful to explore options for fear of being wrong. For some, but it's just a girl who's very comfortable in being a girl and already on estrogen for years, but she needs a push to actually wear her cute dresses and crop tops and skirts out. She needs testosterone, stat! Pushing 20 cc's, quick doctor, this patient needs a gender-affirming friend group and a boys' night out at the gay bar. Her pulse is stabilized. Great work, team. He's gonna make it. Imagine a story where a transom egg makes a wish on a star, as a lot of us did, to be a girl for a day, just to know what it's like. And that wish is granted. But it's just for a day. 24 hours. She has 24 hours to live that experience that she was always craving, but never understood the depths of. How do you do it? How do you live a lifetime in a day? What does she do when the day ends and the magic fades? The wish is granted. She feels a sense of calm wash over here. The moment of bliss is the first ray of sunshine after a life of cloudy days. She feels joy at the level she thought was a myth or Hollywood magic. And then the realization hits. She found the one star willing to grant her wish. People have wished on stars as long as they've looked at the sky, and she found the one that decided to listen that moment, that night. And it listened. But what she asked wasn't to live her life like this. She had been too scared to admit that's what she wanted. She hid that desire by curiosity. because it was easier to pretend to be curious than admit she was miserable. And now the clock is ticking. Yes, I do love torturing OCs. As an egg, I wrote a story about a boy who caught a disease that turned him into a girl, and she loved it. She loved being a girl more than anything. And at the end of the story, against her will, she was turned back into a boy. And the epilogue is her living as a transition trans woman years later. I want to point out, Biblically Accurate Moth on Tumblr has a lot of really good posts that a lot of people aren't really spreading around because they're not the comics. If you use Tumblr, I highly recommend following her. She is, wow. Trans healthcare is a human right because healthcare is a human right, and trans people are people. What if we all played Let's Be Nice to the Trans Girl and I get to be the trans girl? I love this game. You have such good ideas. Thank you. It is my favorite game. Everyone should play it. It's fun. When you stop boy moding and also get a bird. Stop boy moding takes 55 damage. That tracks. But 4+ max HP. Notice how there's a light in her eyes that wasn't there before. HRT saved her. The trans male experience is being afraid that if you wash your hands in a public men's restroom, you will be clocked. One time I went to the men's room at a bar, got clocked, and told I needed to leave. So later, I walked up to that dude at the table with some chick and announced to her that he doesn't wash his hands after handling his pecker and walked away. You're literally braver than any U.S. Marine. Let's hear for trans women who don't do a whole lot and just making it through the days as best they can. They deserve so much love. Rating the ways my family members have referred to me to other people since coming out as non-binary. My second born, my parents. 7 out of 10. Sounds vaguely historical, but in a way that I'm going to be sent off to war to prevent a succession crisis. Potentially confusing to the listener because the average conversation has little relation to birth order. My sister's name, my aunt. 9 out of 10. Direct and to the point. Still very clear about what our family relationship is. I think we can do away with many nouns if this is any indication. My young adult child, my mom, 4 out of 10, is giving 20-year-old minor. I promise you can just say my kid. It's okay. I don't mind strangers thinking I'm like 5 because that would make me a progeny for doing stuff like my laundry and dishes in one day. And honestly, I could use that kind of support. My liberated one, my grandma, 10 out of 10. That's what I'm talking about. Completely unclear what my relationship actually is to her. Her personal oracle, perhaps. Made immensely funnier by her immediately following it up with referring to my brother as her grandson. I love your grandma. Non-human characters with binary human genders because the writers just default to do it with no further thought. Yawn. Boring. Non-human characters with no gender or their own distinct gender system that cannot be compared to humans. Pretty good, pretty good. Non-human characters with binary human genders, but in the distinctly transgender and or other kin way that implies this creature saw the concept of girl and has a deep earth-shaking revelation about herself. Now we're cooking. I just tried to check Roblox again since a bunch of my friends play on it and it'd be easy to join them there. Tell me why it costs actual frickin' money to change my username. Oh yes, let me spend my real frickin' cash just because I put my dead name as my username. Frick you. It literally says not to use your real name. I was 8. That's a nice name. Did your mom pick it out for you? Nice name. I wish I had some sort of spiritual moment where I've ever felt like drawing to womanhood or something. I think I just really like the idea of making out with a woman being a gay activity. I really hated looking in the mirror and seeing a boy. I wanted to kill that boy. I would have. Brick that butthole. Instead of force thumbing him? If estrogen doesn't give me D cups or bigger, I'm gonna throw hands with God. And we'll cut it there. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that cool fun stuff. Don't forget that you are valid. Drink some water. And like always, wish you an absolutely fantastic week.